Hello everyone, my name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is April 5th, 2022, and this is the Tuesday live stream. Welcome. Alright, we're going to give it a second for people to shuffle in, but you're in the right place. Today I'm going to show you a little secret that not many people share. I'm going to show you how to find huge altcoin gainers, okay? I'm going to show you how people who may be in an influential position in crypto find the biggest movers first, okay? But then as soon as they let their communities know about it, it's most of the time too late. All right, I'm going to show you how to find this first. As always, we're going to start off with a little bit of a Bitcoin analysis, right? This is the Bitcoin update. Always Bitcoin, right? Looking at what Bitcoin's doing because it's the main mover of the market, right? So just giving it a second. Hold tight. We're going to get into it. Please like the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed. Okay, and shout yourself out once you get into the stream, please, just so I know who's here. Feeling better than some head on a Sunday afternoon. Better than a chick that say yes too soon. Until you have a daughter, that's what I call karma. And you pray to God she don't. Alright, just giving it a few more minutes. Projects toe up, gang signs stone up. Niggas hats broke off, that's how we grow up. Why else you think shorties write rhymes just to blow up? Get they first car on that IRS show up. He ain't never had shit, but he had that 9. Nigga come through flicking and he had that shine. Put 2 and 2 together in a little bad weather. Gonna be your whole family on that funeral line. As the Reverend was a strip. Okay, just a few more minutes. Hope you guys are excited. I've never shared this before, actually. And when I learned it, I actually didn't really understand how to use this, but I'm going to show you exactly how I use it. It's going to be different for everybody, but it's very, very useful. It might change the way you trade. All right, on long-term trading and short-term trading. Might change the way you trade completely. Okay. All right, let's get started. Let me turn this down a bit. So long. All right, welcome. First and foremost, let's start with the Bitcoin analysis as always. All right, nothing's really changed since this morning's update, to be honest. We're still in this B wave, yeah, and we're still waiting for this C wave, the impulsive portion of the B wave, to play out, okay? Let me get rid of the EMAs just to make it a little more clean. Okay, so this is basically what we're dealing with, right? This big flat correction, okay? I don't think it's that confusing, right? It's just 3 waves. Whoops. An A wave. Goodness. A B wave. And then 5 waves down, a C wave, okay? So this is what I anticipate. This is what I'm waiting for. A retest of 44.
before really expecting that move to 56, yeah? And I was asked if I'm holding my coins, right? Like I've gotten investments. If I'm holding those investments once we get up here and just watching them come down. Well, I have a little rule, especially in altcoin season, which this is, okay? I don't like to watch my investments lose value when my analysis, and when I'm quite confident in my analysis, and my analysis isn't like a intraday analysis, but you know, I have like an analysis that I'm confident in. I've seen it play out over the course of many days. Then I'm confident enough to sell my bags at a top and spot short, okay? Because this is all spot. And I have a double-digit rule. If the downtrend, if the value loss is going to be more than 10% or 10%, then I'm selling out and then buying back, okay? Even if I buy back midway, it's better than watching it, you know, my investment go down 10%, right? Especially if it's a big investment, 5 figures or more. So to answer your question, yes, I'm selling. I'm selling at the top of this move, okay? And this move, this flat correction, is something that I see in a lot of different assets, so not just Bitcoin. All right, so that's pretty much it. We're in that B wave, B of B, and I'm expecting that impulsive move up by today, okay? Because I'm seeing this B wave pretty much finish up. So I'm expecting, you know, maybe a move at least to here, to within this range, so 4 to 8% in Bitcoin, okay? So that's pretty much the Bitcoin analysis. Let me know if you guys have any questions, right? Just type them in the chat real quick, just before we get out of Bitcoin analysis, and then once we get into altcoins, we'll just stay into altcoin. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions on Bitcoin, please. No questions on Bitcoin. Everybody's clear. I mean, it's pretty much the same analysis that we've had for the past few days and that I've been saying, so it shouldn't be too confusing. All right, moving on. Let's talk about what we're doing with the altcoins, right? This is altcoin season, right? How do you know it's altcoin season? Many different ways, right? Bitcoin's about to make a big move to the top, okay? I'm expecting a move to 100K or more, a little more, right? Not much more, right? I'm topped out at 105 because that's where my phi ratio is, my 1618, okay? And I'm actually going to show you why there's an altcoin that's showing exactly what Bitcoin's going to do, topping out at the top of a B wave and coming back down, okay? So just looking at dominance, and for those of you who don't know, we're new to crypto, Bitcoin dominance is basically a measure of how Bitcoin is a dominant force in the cryptocurrency space, okay? The percentage of total activity of, you know, of total activity of Bitcoin in the crypto space, okay? So the higher Bitcoin dominance is, the lower there's activity in the altcoin space in other places, right? The lower Bitcoin dominance is, the more money there is in other projects. Does that make sense? Okay? So when Bitcoin dominance is low, like here, these are when we have altcoin seasons, okay? Low Bitcoin dominance equals high altcoin season. And so this was when, last time Bitcoin dominance was this low was in 2017. And we had an epic altcoin season, right? And now we're pretty much at a low Bitcoin dominance. And we've been around this area for about a year, but we haven't had explosive altcoin gains because of the market, the state of the market. However, Bitcoin dominance being this low allows us to have good altcoin seasons, but don't mistake this for being something that's going to stay down or go lower in the immediate short term, Bitcoin dominance is going to rise. Just like I put here, I made this schematic months and months ago, but this is essentially a flat correction that you're seeing in Bitcoin dominance. We're going to rise up for the B to minimum 786 of this A wave, okay? And then Bitcoin dominance is going to tank. Bitcoin's dominance is going to tank, okay? And that will be the most epic altcoin season. That's the next bull run, okay? We'll talk about that later, but that's just the preface, okay? So it is altcoin season. Now, let's go into our altcoins, okay? And I'm going to show you what I do to find the best projects, okay? Not everybody knows this, but TradingView is extremely powerful. There are different things down here that you can do, including screen for, you know, everything that's in the crypto market, or at least that's in the crypto market and on TradingView, and most projects are on TradingView. And you can also do kind of paper trading, all that stuff. But anyway, the crypto screener is what I want to draw your attention to, and not many people use this, okay? And not many people even know it exists, right? But like as a pro, I need all the tools to, you know, get my edge in the market, okay? So I don't learn about the next big crypto from watching Crypto Banter or BitBoy or anything like that. It's nothing wrong with those shows, but usually when you learn about a project from those sources, it's usually too late, okay? If you're really serious about being a crypto investor, being a crypto trader, you want to know how to use this thing and screen the entire crypto market for the best moves, okay? So you go to your crypto screener, and I will say I'm not exactly sure if this is available in all kind of in all offerings in TradingView, because I have the pro offering, right? I'm a professional, so I pay for the highest tier of crypto of TradingView. But I think in the initial kind of tiers, and even in the free version, you should get some version of the crypto screener, okay? But I don't know if you're getting this full version of it. In any case, here's how I use it. I'm going to make it full, okay? So again, I got into this through clicking the tab on the bottom. You see that? It's the first tab here. You just open the screener and you maximize it, all right? Now, it's very important to know what you're looking for. So you're screening the entire cryptocurrency market, but what are you screening for? Are you screening for a day trade? Are you screening for a certain setup? Do you like to trade a pivot? Do you like to trade wave 3 impulse? Do you like to trade B wave? What do you like to trade, right? Are you shorting? Are you longing? Or are you looking for a project that's going to move in the next coming weeks, the next coming days? So first you define your timetable, okay? And to do that, you actually go into regular TradingView and you change your timetable. You see this. You make sure the time frame is what you want to look for. And I'm looking for, so I'm thinking Bitcoin is going to 100K, making a 140 to 150% move in the coming months, yeah? So I'm going to look for moves on the weekly or the daily, okay? If I was day trading, I would look for moves on the 15 to hourly time frame. I hope that helps, okay? So the second thing I want to show you before going back into, actually, let's use Bitcoin. Before going back into the screener is, there's a thing on TradingView called the oscillator, all right? If you go into this window, I'm going to make it a little bigger right here. So there's this oscillator, and it shows you a bunch of interesting things, okay? It's got the price, obviously. It always says the market to open for crypto because we never close. It tells you the days range, the 52 week range. So like in the past 52 weeks, which is a past year, right? Past calendar year, what's the low price and what's the high price? So it gives you that, and it shows you where we're at, right? It gives you the key stats, so the volume and the average volume traded, as well as this little helpful dial, okay? And when I first started in crypto, I saw this and I was like, ooh, I'm just going to buy things that are on strong buy, okay? I didn't know any better. And And then when they stop being on strong buy, I'm going to sell them and then find other things on strong buy. I had the gist of my sort of my strategy was correct, but I didn't know how to execute it, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do that pretty much more in a more refined way, okay? And I learned this the hard way, losing a lot of money trading in and out of projects, okay? So back to the trading panel. Oh, sorry, crypto screener. Isaac, hey, I'm going to get into that if you want, no problem. But these days during altcoin season, my focus is this is easy money season, okay? All the time and money I have, I'm gonna spend just buying low on a crypto project that's gonna do 50x, 40x, 30x, and then just let it ride. And maybe I'll trade in and out 1 or 2 times at key resistances and then buy back. This is easy money season, okay? I don't need a slave on the minute chart, the 5-minute chart, and trade Bitcoin on leverage. Do you see what I mean? So my strategy changes during altcoin season. In the bear market, I have another strategy to make money, okay? Maybe it's passive income using centralized or decentralized finance, and I'm basically holding my assets and earning passive income or something like that. But or maybe I'm trading in and out and I'm shorting, but I don't have one strategy for every market cycle. Do you see what I mean? All right, so back into the crypto screener. Now we're in the weekly chart, okay? So I'm looking for a weekly trend, okay? I'm looking for that next 50 to 100x, right? If Bitcoin really is going to make a move, let's see what's going to make a bigger move, all right? That's the premise. So into the crypto screener you go, you maximize it, and you think about how you trade, okay? I personally trade, everybody's gonna be different. I personally trade using just a few indicators. The indicators that I use are the following, okay? And if you're a follower or you're subscribed to the channel, you'll know I'm big on volume, Stochastic Rsi, and that's pretty much it. And I'll maybe use an EMA or 3, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into filters, and I'm gonna pick. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do first? I'm gonna go into overview. Actually, cancel. Let's see. Yeah, overview. I'm in overview, yeah? Okay, so I'm going to filter out the information that I actually use. Let's see. How do I do this? Okay, wait. 1 sec. Do I want performance? Oscillators. I want oscillators, okay, not overview. I want oscillators. And my filters are going to show me the different things that can possibly be filtered out, okay? Okay. Oh, here we go. So I can filter out what, just like I showed you, I can show anything that's a strong buy on the weekly, anything that's a buy on the weekly, anything that's a strong sell on the weekly, right? So I've got strong buy clicked, okay? So that's the first thing, okay? And the second thing is, actually, I want to change this filter. I don't know, for some reason I'm not seeing it. Here, time interval. Okay, let's put it on the weekly right here. So this is very powerful. There's a lot of things. Okay, I think, okay, here we go. Okay, so I don't care about the relative strength and index, RSI. I don't care about the stochastic D or K percentage, okay? All I want is the following. I want volume, okay? Actually, more specifically, I want a volume spike. I want to know what spiked in volume. So if it gives me volatility, right? I want volatility. I want the Stochastic Rsi right here. Fast and slow is fine. Okay. And I'm going to click both of these. And I want, what else? Volume RSI. That's pretty much it, right? And do you see all of these different things? Basically, if you trade using Bollingers or change percentage or whatever, you can make this screener work for you, right? So everybody's going to be different, but I'm basically looking at Stochastic RSI, the oscillators rating. I don't care about momentum. I don't use MACD. I don't use commodity channel index or indices. Awesome indicators, fine. Average true range, nah. I don't use any of that, okay? So that's pretty much all I want, okay? Did you see how I did that? I went into oscillators, and then I clicked this column setup, and that's how I tweaked it. And then you can save these settings right here, right? That'll just save, well, what I just did was I downloaded the screen, okay? But you can save the settings, let's see, somewhere. Okay, so, but you see the time interval, I can set it over here as well, okay? And then I want you to see, you can auto refresh, which it automatically does. So basically, this panel, this whole screener is going to update manually or automatically as things change, as prices change. Or you can manually refresh it. Some people do that because they don't like it to change on them. I don't mind it being automatic, okay? So Stochastic RSI, as you guys know, is when it's at the top, and I typically say you don't want to buy when it's at the top, right? You want to buy stuff at the bottom, typically, right? But Bitcoin, for instance, right now is topped out because we know that technically we're in a flat correction, so we're high, meaning this move to the upside to 100K is not going to last, right? You can see it in the Stochastic RSI. The Stochastic RSI is already high, so we're coming down, all right? So that's why I have the Stochastic RSI on the screener showing me where the Stochastic RSI is. If it's between 80 and 100, it's high. If it's between 0 and 20, it's low, all right? I hope you guys understand that. So this is basically all I have. Like the awesome indicator. Actually, no, I don't even need the awesome indicator. I don't use that. Let me just take that out. Or awesome oscillator, whatever. Okay, so I just got, if it's a strong buy, there's volatility, Stochastic RSI. That's it, all right? And the volatility is pretty much letting me know if there's a spike or not, okay? So I want to know on the weekly chart what's a strong buy, and that's what I put in. Does everybody understand where I'm at? If you have any questions, just let me know. So now this should tell me every project that's on TradingView that is a strong buy on the weekly chart, okay? On the weekly chart, okay? Because this is make money season. This is easy money season. You buy low and you just wait. And you wait and you get your 30 to 50x. You collect and you repeat, okay? So Glimmer, okay, I'm going to click that. It's saying Glimmer has a little bit of volatility. It's a strong buy. It's not telling me what the RSI is. Maybe because there's not enough information because it's a new project. That's usually what that means, okay? So again, you see Glimmer USD on seems like Coinbase, right? It's a very strong buy. Glimmer USD, TradingView, right? Glimmer USDT, right here, strong buy. Do you see that? I didn't have to go on YouTube and, listen to some, influencer or anything like that. You just find it on the screener, okay? So I'm looking. You see all of these different projects are strong buys on the weekly. Musk, okay? Let's look at one at a time, okay? So the cool thing about the screener is that it's built into into TradingView. So you just click on it. I clicked on Glimmer, and here I have Glimmer, okay? Right here. So this is a weekly. Typically, you need to look at a few charts to see if you have a better chart of what you're looking for. So so Glimmer, right? I'm gonna look for another chart. So this is the KuCoin chart. Let me look at the Binance chart, just in case there's a little more information. Doesn't seem to be, okay? It looks like this is pretty much all the information there is, okay? So this is the issue. I don't like trading blind. This is the weekly chart, and it's saying this is a strong buy, but you know, I'm not sold on this, right? I'm not sold on this because one, on the weekly, or this is the daily. Let's see. Okay, I don't have any information on the weekly because it's such a new project. But on the daily, I'm really high on Stochastic Rsi. I don't like that, right? I'm looking at this. This looks like an initial break of structure. This looks like it was a pump. This looks like an initial break of structure. This looks like some sort of reaction. So probably can come up here, okay? So I think this is likely to come back up. This is likely to come back up, okay? So if I'm going to take the Fibonacci retracement of this drop right here and assume that this is a B wave that we're in, this is A of B, this is B of B, and this is basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 C of B, and this is wave 2, like we're in Bitcoin. I'm just gonna measure. I know that from the bottom here to the 618 on the log scale gives me 50% on Bitcoin. This gives me 5 times as much. So that's just basically how I gauge the upwards price potential, right? So Glimmer can give me 5 times what Bitcoin will give me. Okay, cool, right? But did you see how I did that? I don't know anything about the project, but that's still not enough to invest in the project. I don't want you guys to get wrecked or to get rugged. What you should do is you should check. Okay, so that is Moonbeam. Okay, I've heard of that before. So you check just the fundamentals really quickly to make sure that they're sound, right? Make sure it's not a rug. Make sure it's not some old dated ICO. Yeah. So just do that. Now you know. So okay, that's a buy. It's likely to go up. You know more or less that you can invest in this close to a base, and a good buy would be if this is indeed a 5-wave move. You take your Fibonacci retracement tool and you buy at the 382, between the 382 and the 618. Okay, so that's just an example. You guys see how I did that? You can't just look at the screener and then just buy blindly. You have to use your understanding of a charting, and you have to use some understanding of just the basic fundamentals, yeah? I hope that makes sense. Does anybody have any questions so far? I mean, we can go through and see more examples, but that's essentially the process, okay? Right? So let's look at another one. So Musk Gold, okay, that's another one. Okay, a little bit of volatility, still nothing on the Stochastic Rsi, probably because it's too young, so we clicked on it. We see Musk Gold pretty much in the same spot as the other projects, right? You have an initial break of structure, you have an A wave of B, a B wave of B, an A, B. You're getting a pump. You're high on the Stochastic Rsi on the daily, meaning whatever pump you're gonna get is not gonna last too long, okay? So going on the weekly, you don't have any information on the Stochastic Rsi. You're kind of, you can expect right here. Let's see. You can expect Musk Gold to give you 84% to the 618, which is nothing to write home about, okay? But back in the screener, just rinse and repeat until you find something that you think is worthwhile, okay? So that's what I did to find Rev. That's what I did to find Strong, okay? That's what I did to find everything that I've ever mentioned on this channel. I've screened for it, okay? Right here, define, DFYN, right? Click on it, boom. Minimize the screener. look at the chart, use your skills, understand where you're at, okay? So looking on the weekly, you don't get much. Relatively new chart. Go back to the daily. You see that you're getting close to getting topped out on the daily, okay? And that's normal because pretty much everything's showing you the same thing. Again, initial break of structure, then A of B, B of B. You're coming out of your B wave. You're going to get the impulsive wave of the B wave, okay, on define. You take the A wave from here, and then you look, and it gives you about 90% to the 618, which is cool, but nothing to write home about. We've seen better. All right, go back in your screener, rinse and repeat. Make it bigger, and look, you can see there's 513 matches. So they're not that many, but there's enough, right, that are strong buys, once again, on the weekly, okay? So these would be like the best gains for, you know, the best run for the best gains for this next run, okay? So you're just looking and you can see this is work, you know? This is work. But, you know, I think you can easily filter out all of the wrapped ether stuff. Like, I mean, if you have to use ether to get it, you know, it's not worth it. You can also filter out anything that's like not based on USD, right? I know not everybody here is American, but you know, you're not really trying to get any project that's denominated in the Russian ruble or the Brazilian lira, right? Or whatever it is. I think it's the lira. So yeah, it's a little easier when, let's see if we can't filter that out. Let's see. Let's see if we can't filter it out. Financials, descriptive. You can even filter by exchange, right? Let's see. Let's see. Can we do that? We should be able to do it. But do you see how powerful this is? I mean, it's freaking awesome. All the things you can do. Let's see. We should be able to do it here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Yeah, okay. Anyway. See, I mean, look, this is, you can do top gainers, top losers, all-time high, all-time low, new 52-week high, most volatile, overbought, oversold, outperforming SMA 50, underperforming SMA 50. It's so powerful. And then you can set alerts, right? You can set alerts for all of these things. So it shouldn't take you that long. Like I said, like if you take out things that are not denominated in USD and that are not like wrapped ether, there's just a few projects that are strong buys in any time frame. Okay, at this point, right? Once Bitcoin starts going and everything else starts going, more and more projects are going to be strong buys, but then you're not buying at the beginning of a trend, right? And then you're increasing your risk. Phantom. Let's look at Phantom. And sometimes, although the screener, the technicals are telling you it's a strong buy, you want to be really careful because you're not buying in a good place, okay? So FTM, for instance, let's try and find another chart of FTM that's a little more full. Let's see. All right, let's try this one. Okay, I think this is pretty good. There's a lot more information here. Do you see that? This is almost exactly like Bitcoin's chart. You come up, after your impulse, you get an A wave, you get 1-2 waves of a B wave, and you're looking for a third wave of a B wave, yeah? So this is almost exactly the same. And the screener is saying that this is a strong buy on the weekly, given the technicals, okay? So if we go on the weekly, let's see. It's a sell on this time frame, but it's a strong buy on the weekly apparently, okay? So you're looking at it, it's middling on the 52-week range. But yeah, the technicals, the computer, the oscillators, the indicators, right, are showing that this is a good buy on the weekly. So again, A wave, B wave is composed 1, 2, 3. You should get a third leg. That should be the leg taking you up to a maximum of, let's do this. Let's go on the daily to measure our A wave. Okay, let's see. Our A wave would start from here and here. And that should give us a maximum of $8 about, right? So that would give you a 434% pump if you went all the way to the phi ratio, which, you know, we've seen a lot better. So, you know, although this ended up as a strong buy on the screener, I wouldn't consider a 4x anything to write home about. Okay, we're not looking for 4x, we're looking for 20 to 50x, right? So let's keep going. Okay, so LQTY, this is one we might want to look into. LQTY. If you guys are getting value from this, please like the stream. You know, subscribe to the channel if you're into this kind of stuff. I'm showing you like exactly what I do. I'm not hiding anything. There's no subscription. There's no, you know, paid group or anything like that. This is exactly what the pros do. You know, we do this work to find these gems, and then we make videos, and you get you to click on them and tell you if you want more, you got to pay, right? But you can use screeners just like the rest of us that do this for a living. So we have an A wave, and one of the great things I like about this is based on the technicals. It's not like, well, there's you know, they're going to, you know, make a partnership with this company. Like sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. You know, the fundamentals are the fundamentals, and sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. But the technicals don't lie. The technicals are what they are. Okay, if you're going to print a C wave, you're going to print a C wave. If you're going to print a pivot and you're going to change direction, you're going to print a pivot and change direction. Doesn't matter what the fundamentals are unless you're getting a black swan event, which is exceedingly rare by definition. Yeah. So I'm looking at this LQTY, and I'm seeing the same thing, right? Looks like we're in a B wave, right? We have an initial break of structure. Looks like an A wave. We're kind of high on the Stochastic Rsi. I don't really like how we're going down, but it looks like this is A of B. We're forming B of B, so we're coming down here. And then we're going to get C of B. And so that should take us higher, but, you know, it doesn't look like we've completed dropping down for B of B, rather. B of B. Okay, so let's look at something else. But I want to show you why I've picked Ravane and VRA and Strong and all those things, because I found them here. I found them here. So let's see if we can't find them. So, and here you even have these leverage tokens, right? The 3x short and 3x long tokens. So if you screen for all of that stuff, it shouldn't take you too long. Let's go down. Okay, keep Solus in mind. Let's look at that. Let's look at Whale. Okay, let's look at Whale. Let's see. Let me just add this like this. Let's look at Whale. Let's look at Solus. Okay, let's get rid of Glimmer. We'll do that and then look at them one by one. Instead of going back and forth. Let's look at this whenever it is Rena. And a lot of times I don't know what these projects are, but you don't have to. Yeah, you find them first on the technicals. and then you deal with them later, figure out what they are, and if they're even worth looking at. But first you use the screener to just get an idea. Okay, Casta. Okay, let's click that one. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Dusk Network. Let's click that. Okay. Let's click Curio. Let's just click on it. Who knows, right? And let's keep going down. We're almost done. Define we already looked at. IMX. Let's have a look at that. Immutable X. Harmony 1 I've already looked at. It's nothing to write home about. Request Network. Okay, let's look at that. Only one, let's look at that. Okay. Beta Finance, let's have a look. Okay. Songbird, let's have a look. And AMP, let's have a look. Rose, let's have a look. CoinWeb, let's have a look. Spell, let's have a look. And let's see. Jam, should we look at that? Let's have a look. I don't know what most of these are. Whoops, that's not the one I wanted to look at. Here we go. Jam, let's have a look. DYDX, heard of it. Or actually, I don't want to look at that because that's Ethereum based. Love, let's have a look. Unbound, let's have a look. But this is how you find gems. You literally start digging into screeners like this, and you look for these opportunities, okay? And then you got to be careful. You don't want to just jump into anything without adequate volume. I've done that before. If there's not enough volume in the project and you jump in with a decent amount of money, you are the whale, and you create big buying and selling wicks. You don't want that. You want something with a decent amount of volume, okay? And so that's also something you can screen for. I think we've pretty much got it, yeah. All these are strong buys. I mean, we can keep going, but I think you get the point. Router protocol, let's have a look. All right, let's pick a few more, and then we'll just go through them really quickly. Cello, have a look. API 3, let's have a look. Have you guys heard of any of these? Okay, Near token, let's have a look. No. Near. Okay. In all of this, you should find our Rev token. I saw it earlier when I was doing this, as well as our Strong. But again, this is a dynamic list, meaning that every moment it's changing. But I've seen Rev on here and Strong on here multiple days. So they are strong on the weekly. They're very strong on the weekly. Okay, so let's look at the ones we picked. But I hope you get the idea. So now let's go into the list that I made, right? And here it is, right? All of those that I picked, I have it on this list, okay? So what we're going to do is just going to go really quickly through them And I'm going to show you how to do that without spending too much time. But first, I'm going to answer some questions. All right, Isaac, what's your count on Bitcoin on smaller time frames? You think the B of B wave is finished? No, absolutely not. Or B of B wave. B of B wave. Let's do that really quickly. Said I wouldn't go back into Bitcoin, but let's just do that really quickly. It's almost done. It's almost done, Isaac. Let's see. Last I checked, it's almost done. So small time frames. Let's go 15-minute. Okay. Yeah, it's almost done. Look at that. Look at that right here. Come on. Look at that on the stochastic. Right? You got A, B, A, B. Yeah, you got, it's almost done. It's almost done. It's imminent. Yeah, I think it's today that we're going to get the pump. Yep. That hasn't changed. Okay, and we go up to 50K. I don't know if we're going to go all the way to 50K. 50K is the top limit, Isaac. 50K is the top. We can go all the way, we could just retest the 47K region. But we don't necessarily need to go all the way up to 50K. Okay, so back to the daily. Okay, let's try and figure out which one of these projects were worth, our time. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see. Strong, we looked at. Okay, it started with FTM. We already looked at, yeah. And that's nothing here. Whale US. Okay, let's see that. Whale US. Okay, and all these, and what's really helpful is you have a baseline, you have an understanding of what the market's doing, because on the larger time frame what Bitcoin's doing. So you have a decent idea as to what the market, right, the most dominant coins in the market are sort of leading every other asset to doing, right? And Bitcoin is in a flat correction, large time frame. It's in a B wave, large time frame. So this is what you're looking for, and this is what you're seeing time and time again. So in this whale USD, we're not even gonna bother looking at the fundamentals until the charts make sense. You see, that's how you save time. You don't have to do a deep dive fundamental on all of these if there's enough volume. First, let the chart make sense for you for what you're trying to do. If you're trying to get a 50x, you look and see, okay, this looks like an A wave initial break of structure. This right here looks like an A of A. This looks like a B of A. Let's see. Let's see. Hold up one sec. Trying to figure out. This looks like A of A. This looks like a B wave. This looks like the B wave. And this looks like we're coming out the B wave. Okay? So right here, this looks like the move out of the B wave into the C wave right there. So just like Bitcoin, now it's a matter of calculating more or less what kind of upwards potential we have from the bottom. You take, what you think the top of the A wave is, and you see that from the bottom here, the phi ratio of that A wave is at 33.77. You take your measuring tool, 4x, that's nothing to write home about. We've seen that. That's a dime a dozen. I wouldn't waste my time. Does that make sense? So you cross it off. That is not your 50x. Just looking at the chart. Again, nothing to do with, what kind of, has nothing to do with kind of partnerships, nothing to do with, what their lunar crush social media score is. You just look at the charts, and that's the beauty of technical analysis. In all of this confusion, it gives at least some method of getting a better understanding of what certain projects can do, okay? So here we have another project, Solis, okay? Indicators are saying that this is going to move. What am I seeing here? Same thing, larger analysis is we're in a B wave and we're waiting for that impulsive portion of the B wave. I see A of B. I see B of B. Jeez, sorry. I see B of B right here. I think right here we're going to get C of B. This is the beginning of the pump out of B of B, okay? And so just really quickly taking this is A of this is the A wave, yeah. This is the A wave. Initial break of structure from the bottom. I'm seeing that the phi ratio here is at 1163. That's where the 1618 is. From the bottom where we are now to the top, about 7x. It's better, but nothing really that would knock my socks off. I'm not looking for a 7x. Like, I'm not going to invest in some no-name crypto for 7x. You see what I mean? So I cross it off the list. I'm looking for double digits minimum, right? I'm looking for 20 to 40x, something like that, something sweet, right? Rena, whatever this is, right? Same deal. Actually, here, I don't know what this is, but again, I'm going to use my assumption of the larger market and see this as a downtrend that is an A, B, C. So this is an A wave to me. If it starts here, I'm not exactly sure. I'm not going to waste time and look for a better chart right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just use this chart and do initial estimates, okay? So I'm going to take this whole thing as being the A wave, okay? And I'm going to look and see if it's even worth my time measuring the phi ratio from where we're at. And it's 30 to 35x. Okay, not bad. Not bad, okay? Better than most that we've just looked at. But I can get a 30 to 35x with a known commodity. I can get 30 to 35x or 40 to 50x with Ravane, right? So I don't need this, right? I don't even need to, deal with CoinX or anything like that. So I'm going to erase it. But do you guys see? That is the technique. That is the strategy, right? And you keep going down for what you found. This looks messy. We're on the daily and it looks grainy and like it has very, very, very little information. However, look at that wick on the daily. It's a little, it's encouraging and disconcerting. Like this is where you kind of want to dive into the fundamentals, because like what the hell causes that quick of reaction on the daily? What the hell kind of dump do you have? Like you get stuff like this in the minute chart, okay? So this just the chart is risky, okay? Looks good in terms of upwards price potential, but the chart's risky. So I'm not gonna look at that. I'm gonna look at this. This is kind of the same project, but again, really grainy, low information chart. I like to stay away from these kinds of projects because if I'm going to make a determination on what I'm investing in based on a chart, if I don't have good information in the chart, I'm not looking at it, okay? Casta. This is Carl the Moon's project, okay? And you can see that actually this looks pretty good. You see this A wave, clearly well-defined A wave, okay? And we can, that's as beautiful an A wave as I've seen. That's, unambiguous 3 waves down. The phi ratio for this project is at $3. So from here, from here, that's a 11x. Okay, not bad, not great. Okay, 11x, not that interested in an 11x. So I'm going to take that off. But, that's not bad. Okay, dusk. Let me know if you guys have anything that I missed or if you have any questions on this. But this is my process. This is what I do to find those 50x coins. If I can give you a 50x coin in a B wave retrace, right? Imagine what I can do in a proper bull trend when we're not in correction. Do you see what I mean? Imagine, this is how powerful these tools are, right? Once again, you look at this from here. Let's see. This is an A wave right here. This is Dusk Network. I don't know what it is. Doesn't matter. I'm not at that point in my analysis. I don't even have to know what it is, right? It's kind of like a date. You know, you get to know them a little bit. You don't need to know their life story until, you know, you determine that you're interested and you want to move forward. Otherwise, there's no point in going that deep, right? Dusk, the phi ratio gives me a 4.5x. I'm not interested in 4.5x. I don't have time for it. This is how you go through a lot of different tokens, a lot of different coins and projects without wasting your time and reading through all the fundamentals and all that stuff. This chart looks like hell. What is this? Like, you know, it looks like if you go on the 5-second chart, this is kind of what you see. All right. I have no interest in trading something with a chart like this. Right? You look at enough charts, that's a waste of time. All right, next, IMX. Do you see how I'm doing this? Don't waste your time in, hey, but it's such a nice project, and you know, I love the team and this and that. Like, if you're doing technical analysis, do technical analysis. If you're doing fundamental analysis, do fundamental analysis. Understand the difference between the both, okay? And when to apply one or the other. If you're looking for a big gain, a 20 to 40, 50x gain, you're not going to do that using fundamental analysis, right? If you do, you got lucky, because the technical analysis can give you all of that information, right? This is a terrible chart. Let's just look at another chart. There must be a better chart than that. Let's just look at this chart. Okay, that's much better. Okay, this is my A wave, 1, 2, 3, boom. This is looks like A of B. This looks like it's coming down quite a lot for B of B. Okay, so really quickly, you see this enough, or actually, wait, hold up. No. This is A, this is B, this is, no, yeah. This is the A wave. It's just a depressed B wave. Depressed B wave. That shows actually a lot of weakness. Do you see that? Right here? This is the initial break of structure of the downtrend. Right there. This is the counter to that. The counter, and let's just measure it to make sure it shouldn't exceed the 1618 of this A wave. No, that's not the counter. I was right the first time. This is the A wave, but this is not something that you want to invest in anytime soon. We're on the daily chart. If this is an A wave, actually, let's see. Yeah. This is a corrective wave, meaning you're coming down like this before another pivot back up, okay? So this IMX is not, other things are going to go, and IMX is not going to go for some time. So if you want to rinse and repeat and take profits on other projects, IMX may be one of the late bloomers, okay? And just in terms of potential, from the bottom of this chart to the phi ratio, it's about a 29x. It's not bad. But just keep this in mind if you like to rinse and repeat, okay? A lot of times, the best gains, the best techniques in crypto use this rinse and repeat strategy. File this under, it's going to take longer for IMX to display positive price action given its chart. So if Bitcoin or whatever, something else that you're invested in hits its targets early, you take profits and you throw it in this. Do you see why? Your A wave, you're printing basically the first leg of your B wave. Okay, this is your A wave. You're still on the first leg of the B wave. All right, and just to give you an example, in should we do Bitcoin? Let's do an example with Kadena. Kadena, for instance, this was the first leg out of the A wave. Okay, so this is exactly where IMX is. Measuring the time it took for the B wave to fully form and then for us to go into the beginning of the impulse, it took 50 days, just to give you an idea. This is why you want to keep something like IMX on the back burner in your pocket, in your mind. You can even write a note right here. You see? Right here, watch this. Late bloomer candidate for rinse and repeat. So while other coins will be hitting their targets and other projects will be, looking to be sold, this might start going. And this is not the IMX I wanted to mark up. This chart is shit. I want to mark up the other one. So you see what I did there, and you see how I did it? Do you understand how, with some knowledge of technical analysis, it's not like you're not guessing and like hoping and praying and buying 50 different tokens and hoping that one of them hits? You don't do that anymore. Like, that's what we used to do back when nobody knew how to read charts in 2016, 2015, right? It was the early days of crypto investing, and you literally just hoped and prayed and put some money on different projects and hoped that they hit it big, right? And you would do is you would assume that the lower the market cap, the higher the potential output. That's sometimes not even the case. So, somebody like Superman, I respect Superman, no disrespect to him. I learned a lot from him. But his technique, and he's done very well with it, is he takes his money, he invests in 50 different projects, and whatever project hits, he uses that and reinvests in 50 more projects. But, even if 20 of those projects fail, he did make a lot of money because he invested really early in some ICOs or IDOs, whatever, given his whole strategy of investing early in small market cap coins. You see? And then he uses fundamentals a lot. He doesn't really know technicals, but you don't have to do that given a sound understanding of technicals and using crypto screeners like what I'm using right now, right? So I hope this is helpful for you guys. If you guys get value from this, definitely like the video, like the stream. So where were we? We were at IMX. IMX, let's see. We had a bad IMX chart. So let's go back. I think we're only one. Okay, so what's this? I don't know half these projects, and I don't have to, right? All I have to do is be able to look at the chart, and the chart will tell me most of all I need to know if I even want to continue to study it, look for more fleshed out charts, right? So this big downtrend, just like everything else, this is an A wave, it seems, okay? And this is us getting ready for a move out of the downtrend, okay? We have an A wave. I feel like yeah, this is it. This is it. So this might have some potential. Why? Because I don't know. That's my feeling. Let's do the measurement. Okay. So from here, yeah, this is a 45x. Do you see how we found this? Like USDT, okay? So given that we have potential here, the next step is we look for a better chart, if there is one. Okay, so we have the KuCoin chart, which is probably the best one we'll get, to be honest. Let's see if CoinEx has a better chart. I doubt it, but let's just see. Okay. Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay. But here we clearly have, I think CoinEx's chart's a little more fleshed out. Okay. This is on the daily. Again, this is clearly an A wave. Okay. That's starting here, actually. It's starting here. And assuming that we're ready to move, and this is what the screener says, right? This is strong on the weekly, very strong on the weekly. So once this starts running, it's going to run. This is what the indicators show. You can expect a 36, 37x, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the fundamentals, make sure it's not a rug, okay? It's 1,000 on crypto market cap. Okay, so it's a very low market cap. It's less than $10 million, okay? Very low circulating supply. So at any point in time, they can flood the supply and dilute the value. Okay? So we have to be careful for that, okay? But provided that the unlock period isn't during the next couple of months, we don't care. And we just look we do a rough analysis of the fundamentals, okay? And that's what you would do. See, this is what, so here you go, project info. You see who has all the coins, liquidity fund, all right, reserve, ecosystem, community. So community has most of the coins, that's good. Private sale, you have 6%. So, you know, if you, before investing in this, you probably want to figure out when the private sale and seed sale unlock periods are. If they're during the next 2 months when you would be expecting your gains, then that may be a problem. If not, then it may be a go. Okay, and you can figure out what the hell this does. So go back to the overview. You guys see how I'm doing this? This is how you get your 50 to 100 X's. It's not a secret and it's not magic. So this is an IDO that ended. Or no, sorry. That's the ICO I clicked on. Sorry. We want to figure out what it does. So we just want to go in and it says, only one is the first NFT-powered social media built on Solana, the most scalable blockchain to date. Social media users want to feel more connected. Okay, so it's Solana's social media NFT platform. Okay, so that's basically it. But before you do your investment, if you really do want to invest and try to get this 39x, 40x, whatever, I would do a little more research. Okay, but this is one you would keep. And then the next thing you want to do is you probably want to determine if now is a good time to buy. Okay, you want to determine if now is a good time to buy. Although you see that there's potential in the long term on the weekly, you know, let's get rid of this. You look more closely and you make sure that you're indeed buying at a good time, meaning you're buying support and you don't have to experience a lot of downwards price action. So this to me looks like a good A wave. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this to me looks like a legitimate A wave right here. Okay, initial break of structure. Issue is no. This is the A wave right here. Okay, this is the A wave. This I would put in the same camp as immutable X. This is the A wave. Why? Because this is wave 4 of the previous trend. And we know that A waves target wave 4 of the previous trend. So this is the A wave. You see how we're using our skills here. You need, even with the screener, you need to use your skills to figure out when it's a good time to buy. So this is the A wave. What we're forming now is the B wave. We're going to come down here, we're going to pivot, and we're going to go up. So this would be in the same camp as IMX. So I'm going to make a note. Do you see how I'm doing this, guys? I hope you guys appreciate this. If you do appreciate it, like the stream. So I'm going to say late bloomer, rinse and repeat candidate. And you see what I mean by rinse and repeat, right? Like I'm in VRA, I'm in what else? KDA, Kadena, I'm in, let's say I'm in Rev in Ravane, right? Once I hit my targets with those projects, I can look and see where, then the bull run's not over for me because, or this positive price action is not over for me because I'm waiting and seeing what IMX and like are doing. Does that make sense for you? And I would have done this months in advance. That is the beauty and the power of this technique. You have a plan. I have weeks. So I'm going to take my profit. I'm going to take a portion of my profit and rinse and repeat and multiply my gains over and over again, right? While Bitcoin is ranging and getting ready to dump. Do you see? Beta Finance, I can't see it. Let's go back on the large time frame, daily. So Beta Finance, I'm not even gonna bother if the hit BTC chart is that bad. I'm not even gonna bother right here. Let's see what's next. Songbird. Okay, I don't like that right here. I don't have much information here. I know this token more or less. I know it's relatively new. SGB, let's see if we can find a better. But I know it's part of the XRP network or related to XRP. I'm going to bring out the Phemex, see if that's any more complete. It's not. And I don't have much information. And if there's little to no chart information, it's not even worth it, to be honest. Not worth it. So I'm just going to take this off. AMP. AMP always has a terrible chart. Always. Let's try and find a better one. But goodness gracious. For a project that's been out so long, like the chart is illegible. Absolutely horrendous. And it's very wiki. Okay. Here we can read this. Okay. AMP likes to wick. All right, so we have 3 waves here. That's a clear A wave. Once again, we take the Fibonacci retracement tool from the top of this A wave to the bottom to see where we could potentially land at, and it seems like 5.2 cents is our highest target. It's clear here that this is an A wave. We printed a B wave. Yeah, I think this is the B wave. I think this was a zigzag B wave, okay? So I think this is ready to move. And let's say we come down here-ish. And yeah, that's so underwhelming. If we were to go all the way to the 1618, you wouldn't even do as much as Bitcoin, right? And see, this is the proof that even if the market cap is lower, right, doesn't mean lower market cap, higher gains. That's not a one-to-one correlation, right? AMP will do less. According to this chart, AMP will do less positive price action than Bitcoin, although it has only a fraction of the market cap of Bitcoin. So, that is a strong pass, right? What a waste of time. But just so you know, just because people are in altcoins, they assume that it's going to give them a higher return than investing in Bitcoin with the increased risk, with the lower market cap, and it's not necessarily the case. Okay, Rose. let's look at rows. Let's see if we can get a better chart, or can't get a better chart. Let's go into the KuCoin chart, and we see that we have a much better chart on KuCoin. Let's go on the weekly. Okay, I like this weekly chart immediately because I'm low on the Stochastic Rsi. Okay, I love that. I'm immediately, first thing I'm seeing is a wave 4 retracement, or what I think is a wave 4 retracement. Maybe it's not. But anyway, I'm seeing an ending diagonal. Okay, that could be a number of things. I'm seeing a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. Okay, I see that in wave 5 corrections. Okay, this doesn't necessarily need to be the end of an impulse. It can also be the end of a B wave. So we have to be careful. This can be the A wave. This could be the B wave. The B wave may have already printed, just like in KuCoin shares in KCS. That's an example I want to show you in a second. So do you see here? I think this is what happened. Okay, here's an example. This is good. Here is an example of a token that's played out what we're looking for. Okay, in all these projects, we're looking to ride the impulse of the B wave. Okay, so we have, and I think this is what we have here. Could be wrong, but I'm almost positive this is what we have here. We have an A wave, okay, and we measured the potential of our B wave using the 5 ratio, okay? That's this right here, 68.9 cents, okay, on this rose, okay? So from here, we got a big pump, okay, right here, a big pump, and this pump was from the bottom to the top. It gave us about a 5.8x, okay? And then we sort of broke structure and put in this ending diagonal. Actually, no, this is all part of the same thing. This is all part of the same thing. I apologize. So it's from the bottom to the top. Rose gave you a 10x, okay? And it got really close to the 1618. So just be careful in the B wave. A lot of times you do see this. You'll see the pump, but then a break of structure only to get this ending diagonal, okay? 53535. And this is the break of structure. You're going to get a pivot, and so the screener is basically screening for the pivot. It's seeing that we're going to come back up here in the pivot before turning around. So Rose is not a good investment because it is not at the stage we're looking for. We missed this pump. And this is probably a very popular coin because of that 10x. And so most people are probably talking about it, right? But now, given our skills, given our understanding of chart analysis, we know that this is not anything that we want to invest in at this point in time. We've missed this pump, okay? It was one of those, just like and IMX are late bloomers. There are such things as early bloomers. Rose was one of those, okay? I hope you guys are getting value from this and really seeing the power of this technique. Okay, next, CoinWeb, I think it is. CoinWeb. Let's see if we can't get a better chart. And I've done this for hours and hours and hours, like without a screener. I've gone through manually down earlier when I was less skilled. I've gone through CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, just manually going through different coins and seeing what their charts looked like to try and find, potential winners, right? But with the crypto screener, you can do it so much more efficiently and get much better results, right, in your screening. Okay, so here, I don't like the chart. Just at the outset, I do think I've got a clear A wave, but okay, This is my A wave. We're crossing bullish on the daily, okay? So this is probably what the screener saw. All right, if I'm taking this A wave up to the phi ratio, I'm seeing a pump that would give me, goodness gracious. You guys seeing this? Are you guys seeing this? Are you guys seeing this? Who's seeing this? Who is seeing this? Who's still here? Are you kidding me? Do you see this? This is how you find gems. This is how you find gems. This is a 700x. This is a 700x. This is a gem. This is a gem. We just found it together. Okay, I'm on the daily. I said I didn't like it on the weekly, but I love it on the daily. Okay, and I'm going to look more into this, okay? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's follow our process, okay? So, looking at it on the daily, I love how it's about to cross bullish, but now let's see what we're dealing with. Okay, let's get rid of this. The potential is massive, better than anything I've ever seen, right? But let's see if we are indeed at a point where we can even think of investing, okay? So we have an A wave, okay? We have an initial break of structure right here. Let's zoom in. We have an initial break of structure right here, and let's see that it targets wave 4 of the previous trend. It does. This is wave 4 of the previous trend. So this is a legitimate A wave. What comes after is a B wave. Okay? And after that, you get an impulse C wave, okay? So what I'm seeing here is that you're getting basically your flat correction. And let's zoom in even smaller time frames here. This is interesting. This is the most interesting chart we've seen all day, right? This live stream has lasted, how long? It's lasted an hour about, but an hour in, we've potentially found a 700x, okay? Are you going to hear about this on YouTube? Are you going to hear about this, you know, in some Discord server? Maybe, maybe not. But here's how you figure it out for yourself. If you are in crypto and you don't know that the key is to find self-sufficiency and to figure out how to do things yourself, you don't know what you're doing. Eventually, you have to get to a point where you're giving yourself signals because you learn either from somebody else or from yourself how to do this systematically and be profitable in your trading, okay? This is an initial break of structure, as we said. Right here. This is our B wave, legitimate to the 786. This is a legitimate wave C. This is an impulse. Yeah, this is an impulse. All right, so I'm seeing that on the 8-hourly, on the 12-hourly, let's see. Looks really good on the 12-hourly, right? We're bottomed out on the Stochastic Rsi. We're about to cross bullish on the daily, like we said. On the 8-hourly, we're looking like we're about to keep going up. The 4-hourly, we're looking like we're about to cross bullish. I really like what I'm seeing here. Really, really like what I'm seeing here, okay? Now let's go into the... Okay, what this is showing me is essentially an impulse. It's not the cleanest impulse, but it's an impulse nonetheless. I think this is 5 waves up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And this is essentially our correction, right? It's going to go A wave, B wave up here, okay? And this B wave is going to come up and give you 47%, probably something like that, up, right? This is what I'm seeing. You guys appreciate this? I mean, like, who's giving you a 700x in a B wave retrace? Who's doing that? Where on YouTube are you finding that, right? So the entry for this would be 2.3 to 2.9 cents. Again, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's look at CoinWeb. What the hell this is? We don't know what this is. CoinWeb. Okay, CWeb. Okay. CWeb, rank 3,182. That would explain the potential for massive gains, okay? It looks like it's had an audit. Okay, so what is CoinWeb? I don't know. CoinWeb is a cross-chain computation platform that aims to deliver true interoperability for real-world usage, all right? So projects are already working with and actively approaching traditional businesses with mass customer bases to collaborate with. It's based on in-chain architecture, enables dApps built on top of platform to take maximum advantage of blockchain interoperability. I think blockchain interoperability is the future, right? Kind of like you see in Polkadot and in other projects like that. IMX as well. So CoinWeb technology is currently being used by 2 hand-picked DeFi projects. Okay. Okay, the pain points, that's what you want to look at fundamentally. What is the unique USP? That's what I think my man Superman is one of the best fundamental and analysts out there, and he always talks about a unique problem solve, UPS or USP, whatever. Unique problem that it's solving, right? Okay, so you want to automate and optimize trust-based functions in society. Exactly. I like this a lot. Fundamentally, it sounds like it makes a lot of sense. Okay, this is a fucking go. And it's on KuCoin, and I don't like, having to look at projects on random other, exchanges that I'm not really comfortable with. It's a very small market cap. So they're not even reporting well to CoinMarketCap in terms of the max and total supply, okay? Yeah, this is a multiple 100x project. I hope you guys, whoever's still here, congratulations. Whoever sees this, congratulations. I don't know how many people watch my live streams. I'm not in this for the likes or for the views. I make my money on the market, right? If you're still here, congratulations. You might just be looking at the next multiple 100x in a fucking B-wave retrace. Like, are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. Like, it's fundamentally strong, right? Although it's very low. I'm just gonna look at the white paper really quickly. I'm floored. This is a legitimate white paper. It's a new project. It just came out July of last year. It's not even a year old. This is going to be big. It's going to be big. I'm going to tell you why it's going to be big. What happens in crypto is this. People mistake, there's a lot of projects with good ideas, right? And people mistake in crypto fundamentals for good price I can't even speak. I'm so surprised. People mistake fundamentals for price action, okay? good fundamentals doesn't necessarily mean good price action. But why is this project going to be big? I'm going to tell you why. Because it's going to do 500x, and everybody's going to pay attention, and they're going to see that it has decent fundamentals, and by virtue of its positive price action, it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing. There's a serious white paper with serious people, it seems. I'm going to just go on the website really quickly. Okay, coinweb.io. Okay, and it has a nice website. And let's see the investors. And this is something I learned from KuCoin. Or, sorry, did I say KuCoin? This is something I learned from Supo. You want to look at who's investing, right? Master Ventures, big investor. Chi Capital, Morningstar, big investors. This is going to be huge. This is going to be huge. They have good investor. They have good, and they have a doxed team, which you don't always see. They have decent venture capitalists, okay, who typically get in on the ground floor of big projects. This is going to be huge. CoinWeb is going to be huge. I'm going to invest in this. I am going to invest in this. I'm going to invest in this. This is going to be massive, okay? Let's turn on our... This is a partner of the channel, by the way. Vital Algo. Let's just turn this on real quick and see what it says. So Vital Algo says that we're going to get a strong uptrend from here. And like I said, I think this is going to be a 50% move right there. Okay. This is the power of crypto screen, like proper screening, okay? I'm investing in this. I'm freaking investing in this. That may be the coin of, this may be the coin. This may be the coin, okay? The coin. Did you see that? I mean, do you guys see how powerful that is? Okay, let's keep going. Let's see if there's anything more, all right? But like already in this live stream, we've achieved what most probably don't know is possible. Hey, let me turn this off. We found a multiple 100x in a B wave retrace. All right, we're not even in a bull run. We're in a B wave retrace, my friends. If anybody's still here, like the freaking video. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. And like, let me know what the hell you think. Like, what the hell? This is ridiculous. I am surprised. I did not even think that was possible. Okay, spell USD. Not the best chart. Let's see if we can't get a better chart. Wow. Wow. I'm so impressed. I'm like, part of me just wants to end the stream right now. I have no words. Okay, this is a little better. Let's just look at it really quickly. If it's anything less than 700x, I don't care. Are you kidding me? Like, what the hell? Are you kidding me? Yeah, are you kidding me? Did we just find that? Am I going crazy? Alright, spell is not worth our time. Wow. Okay, Gem. Let's look at Gem. Okay, this looks really bullish on the daily, but it just has such a messy chart. That's such a messy chart. Let's see if KuCoin can do any better. Meh. I don't have any information. This is a new project, so I'm out. If I can't read the chart, I'm investing blind, and I'm not going to invest blind on a hope and a prayer, you know? Love, okay. What is this? Looks like, you know, run-of-the-mill A wave, then B wave, nice rounded bottom. Looks like it's going up. Let's just say this is the A wave right here. And let's just get an idea for what kind of positive price action we can experience. This is a little longer than usual for this live stream, but this is the real work. This is the real work. You want those 100x gains, 200x gains, 50x gains? This is the real work. This is a 60x right here. Okay? This is a 60x potential. DS or love. Okay? This is a 60x potential. It's on the floor right here. Yes, it's on the floor right here. And what's this indicator say? This vital algo indicator. Let's see. Okay, no indication, right? On the daily time frame, let's turn it off. But this is not bad. 60x, if you're into that, this is a 60x. We found another one. All right, love USDT. You can once again look at it on CoinMarketCap. Check it out if it interests you. Let's just do it real quick. All right, let's be thorough. Love DS. This one's 5,642. Like, wow. Market cap of $1 million. Feel like we can buy that. So what is this? Okay, this is a gaming token, okay? So I'm not huge on gaming tokens, but obviously there's a lot of potential in these for positive price action. Game is set in a fictional world where human civilization has fallen and evils released from hell because goddesses keeping the world peace and prosperity suddenly disappeared, okay? So this is a gaming token. Not bad. 60x potential, okay? But again, nobody's to say that you're going to reach your 1618, okay? So that's love. We're almost done. Just a few more. Just a few more. But goodness gracious, CoinWeb, am I right? Like, what the? Are you kidding me? UNB, what is this? Don't know. Let's take the 5 ratio of the A wave. This is how technical analysis literally pays, okay? It literally pays. If anybody tells you that it's just whatever. Once you have millions, you can tell them, wow, what the? Are you kidding me? What is this? A 1500x? Okay. Unbound. Let's check it out. A 1500x. All right. And also you want to check the volume for these things. Right? You want to check the volume. So unbound. Okay. Rank 1011. 5,000 market cap. Okay. Okay, Unbound Finance is the first ever debt-free liquidity provision system achieved by building a derivative layer on top of automated market makers such as Uniswap, Balancer, Mooniswap, Bancor, Curve, FI. Okay, so this is DeFi. Okay, and it's unique because it's the first ever debt-free liquidity provision system. All right, interesting. Okay, let's look at Okay, Arrington X. Okay, that is interesting. Let's look at the website. Okay, interesting. White paper. One of the issues with DeFi and okay, hey Leo. I know how I can do that. I'm going to change. Let's see if I can't do that. I made it so that the I'd have to end the stream first, because I made it so that the lag was at a minimum, and when I minimize the lag, I've reduced the quality. So I'll keep that in mind for next time. I'm gonna make the lag not so little so that the quality doesn't suffer. And I'm not going to click out of things too much. But this seems like a serious white paper. Seems like a serious project, okay? Issues with DeFi is that if there's an exploit, there you go, you know? The exploit will take you down. And people will... That's literally where you find most of the rugs in DeFi, in crypto, yeah? Because there's just one thing that needs to go wrong, and there you go. So I would be careful with this one, although this is 1,000x potential, 1,500x potential, okay? Route. This is a really good project, very serious project. Looks like it's already run a bit. Quite a lot. But thank you, Leo. QANX, of course, I'll have a look. Let's see. Route. Let's see. Route. Okay, it seems to be exactly where everything else is in the market. A, B, C, looking for a C wave to come down and give us our 2 wave. But let's say we get that. We're looking at a 12 to 13x. Not bad, but you know, nothing to write home about. So router protocol, boom. Let's remove that. And Cello and API and Near are the last 3 before we will do QANX for Leo. Okay. So Cello. Let's see. So this Cello has already done what we're looking for, right? So we're looking for these B-wave retraces, right? So this is exactly what we're looking for. And you see how quickly it did it? In a day. So this is the A wave. Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. And you know, during the course of this live stream, we've seen coins that are still forming their B wave, still coins that have completed their B wave and are on their way down. This is one of those that have completed their B wave and is on the way down. This is clearly an A wave, okay? Here's the B wave. Boom. That literally happened. All of that positive price action happened in one fucking day. Can you believe that? Cello pumped from the bottom of this B wave to the top. It gave you 100% in one day. Okay, 100% is nothing we're really interested in, because Bitcoin is slated to do 140%, but that's still impressive, okay? And then you got your basically this is the rest of your B wave. This is A, this is B of B, this is C of, oh no, this is your pivot. This is your pivot. This is your pivot, okay? So sello's done. Sello's done, okay? And the reason it showed up on the screener is because it gave you all this positive price action, so it's probably a strong buy. But for those of you who can read charts, you know that there's no reason to touch this because it's already done what you're waiting for, okay? So that's not anything you're interested in. API 3, really quickly, this is the A wave right here. And this is your B wave, and your potential here on your phi ratio is what? 180%. Not that interesting. Okay, so okay, and near protocol. Once again, this has played out. Do you see that? This is the B wave that you were looking for, that we're looking for rather. This is the B wave that everybody's interested in. So here's your A wave, your initial break of structure, and here's the B wave. Except this B wave, I think the reason it ran so quickly and ahead of most other projects is you have a zigzag here. 5 waves, 3 waves, 5 waves. Most of these other B waves are flat corrections, so you're getting lateral kind of consolidation before your C wave. So you see that? So here, you already put it in. And this is why it's coming up on the screener. Again, if you just follow the screener blindly and then invest in the things that say strong uptrend, then it's not really how you do it. Because if you buy into something that's already shown, you know, the technicals or the indicators are showing that this is a strong buy, not only because it's about to do it, but because it already did it, okay? So sometimes the computer or the indicators aren't that smart. But this has already run its course, and you don't want anything to do with this, obviously. And this gave you 86%. It's not bad, okay? It's not bad, but it's not anything, you know, that interesting. To be honest, I don't think it's done. I think this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It may be close to done. It may give you an ending diagonal to come up here, okay? But then again, it's still like 100 some odd percent. Nothing interesting, and it's done most of its damage, so we're not interested in that, okay? So that's pretty much it. And then QANX, okay, Quan platform on Gate.io. I don't look at Uniswap charts. They're the worst, quite literally. It's just because they don't have as much liquidity, so their charts are terrible. This is a nice chart. It looks nice in terms of the information. Very clear. Uptrend. Initial break of structure with the A wave. Okay. A bit of depression on the B wave, but not too much. Okay. Still showing me signs of strength. And if I'm measuring this A wave, which is a very clear flat, it shows me that 38 cents almost exactly is the top, and that would be a 7x. Okay, so max 7x for QANX, which is cool, but you know, it's not UNB or Love or CWeb. Okay, so that's pretty much it. There's a lot of other tokens that can give you some good positive price action, but now you have an idea how you find 50 to 100 X's. If you're getting value from this or you got value from this, please like the video, share the video with others who are interested in doing massive gainers in crypto. This is why people come to crypto, right? They've heard stories, legends of people putting in $100 and getting $1 million or something crazy like that, right? It's not an accident. Well, sometimes it's an accident. Sometimes people get lucky. But for those that do it repeatedly, or those that are seasoned, that can spot these things before it happens, this is how they do it, all right? So good luck with this. Please do your due diligence. Don't just look at the chart. Once you identify something with good potential on the chart, go and do your fundamental research. Make sure it's not a scam, okay, make sure it's not a scam. Once you determine it's not a scam, then still take caution. Understand that you're still dealing with a high risk, high reward kind of play. So don't put, all your money in it. Just be careful. All right. So that's it for me. Hope this was helpful. Hope this was useful. Like, share, and subscribe. And that's the live stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.